Go ahead, Monique.
tap into something that you said. It struck a chord with me because I raised my son by myself, and my grandmother raised 4 boys by herself. So it's almost like it's a generational thing. Mm-hmm. And I remember her talking about, trying to find a mentor for the boys. And something you said that we sometimes we look for everything in one person, mm-hmm. and we have to learn that we're going to get different pieces of a mentor and mentorship from different people, and that's very crucial. That's very important. So I'm sure you have your format and your planning, how the seminar's going to go. But that right there is going to strike a nerve in a lot of people because we look for everything in one person and then we get disappointed.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a good mentor because he don't do this, or he's not a mentor. But if you learn to take, and that's just like any friendships or anything, just take pieces of it and put it all together, and then that's how you create a great man. So thank you for that.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
One of the things that we always struggle with is the question, can a black woman raise a boy to be a man? Mm-hmm. And we focus on the answer to the question being yes, but she can't do it alone. Mm-hmm. And that's why the Raising Him Alone campaign started, because I was raised by a single mother, and she did a great job, but I had uncles. I had the Little League baseball coach. I had I was never a fighter, but I remember my uncle, he says, listen, you either going to fight Ricky or you're going to fight me. And those things kind of helped as I was growing up. And so we really want to encourage mothers to use the resources that are out there, mm-hmm. the karate programs, mm-hmm. the choir, the church.
You know one mistake I made as a single mother? 2 mistakes. And as you were saying that, I remember my son went to a karate school, and I would go pick him up. He had a behavior problem, and I would go pick him up, and he would be in a corner, or he would be sparring another kid, and it would make me so upset to see them discipline him.
Oh,
and it would make me I felt protective. I felt like I had to don't do this to my baby. Why you treating my baby like this?
Okay.
And I never forget one day his father popped him or did something. My son was about 10, and swelled his leg up. Mm-hmm. And I went over there. I never forget. I went over to his house. I said, "Don't you put your hands on my son." And you know what he said to me? "You don't ever have to worry about that again." And that was the worst thing that I could have said to him. And I tell women all the time, that's the worst thing you could say to their father. If he's going to discipline him, because he's going to get of age where you're going to be begging for somebody to come and put their foot up his tail, and nobody going to want to deal with it. And then guess what? He's not going to even be scared. When my son turned 18 or 17, I said, "I'm going to call your father," because he had got so out of control. He said, "Call him." That's what He was, "I'm ready for him. I've been waiting for him." So I was like, wow. So ladies, if that man pop him, let him pop him. Don't try to jump in between that. Go into another room, close your eyes, let that man do what he has to do for that young man.
Correct. I hear that.
Correct.
I hear that.
I think definitely good communication with parents. I don't think it's never just one thing. Both parents got to be on a similar page in regards to discipline.
Right.
And that is one of the things that we talk about specifically in co-parenting, because while we have our campaign focused on single mothers, we're both married. David and I are both married, and we definitely believe in marriage. But marriage is not for everybody. It's not in the cards all of the time.
Right.
And so, with people with children, we say, hey, look, let them be the children. You guys got to be adults. And that's not easy. That is not easy when you're doing the co-parenting thing.
I can tell that this is going to be a great seminar, and a lot of people are going to get a lot out of it. So we have to do, Monique, our part in trying to get the word out and trying to get as many people out as possible. And I don't think that from the seminars, from what time to what time did you give us that information?
And the date again.
It's from 6 o'clock to 8 o'clock. It's at the Calvary Baptist Church in Patterson, and on the 24th of February.
Yeah, 6 to 8 doesn't even seem like long enough. We're going to have it come back multiple times. I'm sure you won't mind, because this is something that matters to you, and it matters to all of us. And I look forward to participating, being there, and getting the word out to get as many people out there as possible. And I know that we can stay on this particular topic
Yes.
forever, but like in the opening, I stated that Matt is a man of many talents and is doing many different things. And I know that you brought some literature with you, and I didn't want to end the interview without touching on some of that because people need this information.
Great, great. All right, well, I'll be brief. We have three things that we are going to be really focusing on. The first thing is helping single mothers have conversations with their sons about what to do when stopped by the police.
Right.
And so
You
we
gave
have
us a little.
we have a card
Yeah.
that is developed by David Miller out of Baltimore, Maryland, and out of the Dare to Be King project. And it gives 10 simple steps. And there's a phenomenal video on the website called daretobeking.net that focuses on the 10 things that you do and how to actually start that conversation with your sons. And it's crucial because it's life-saving
Yes.
for our boys that they know that they have to follow the rules. Just be quiet, be respectful,
Yes.
use your right to remain silent.
Right.
And so there's 10 simple things that if these boys would follow, and if the parents would reinforce it and have this conversation with them. You remember the ABCs?